Hi, this is Ethan and this is math lesson number 2. Today we will be going over multiplication and division. So, what is multiplication? Multiplication is one of the 4 basic operations that provides a product for multiplying two numbers to each other. There are several parts of multiplication. The number on the left is the multiplicand, the number in the middle is the multiplier, and the number on the right is the product, which you get from multiplying the multiplicand and the multiplier. The key signs that indicate multiplication include an X, an asterisk, or a dot. One method to multiply is using the adding method. You would add the multiplicand to itself depending on the value of the multiplier. For example, for 3 times 4, you would add 3 4 times to get 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and that would equal 12. The next method to multiply is to use a number line. You would start from 0 and go forward however many spaces depending on the value of the multiplicand, and you would do this step however many times the multiplier is. So for 2 times 4, you would go forward 2 spaces 4 times to get 8. Once you get the hang of multiplication, you should start to memorize the multiplication table for the numbers 1 to 12. This will help you solve multiplication problems much faster compared to the beginner methods. For multiplying 2-digit numbers, you can set up your problem as shown, with the ones digit of the numbers lined up. For the first step, you would multiply the ones digit of each number. In this case, that will be 4 and 6. So you multiply 4 times 6, and you get 24. And you place the ones place over to the bottom. And since there's a number in the tens place, that'll be the carry over, and you carry that over to the tens place. Next, you multiply the tens digit of the top number by the ones digit on the bottom number, and add the number that you carried over. So you multiply 3 times 6, and you would get 18, and then you add the carryover, which is 2, to get 20. So you just move that 20 over next to the 4. Now you go to the next line and place a 0 in the ones place to skip a spot. Here's a 0. Next, you multiply the ones digit of the top number by the tens digit of the bottom number. 4 times 1 will equal 4, and since there's no tens place, you just carry that over next to the 0. Now you multiply the tens digit of both numbers. So in this case, it will be the 3 and the 1. So 3 times 1 will equal 3, and you just put that next to the 40. Lastly, we add the two numbers we got to get the product. So you would add 204 and 340, and the answer to that is 544. And that's the answer to 34 times 16. Division is another one of the 4 basic operations, and it is the distribution of a value into equal groups. Division consists of 3 parts: the dividend, which is the number on the left, the divisor, the number in the middle, and the quotient, the number on the right. To obtain the quotient, you have to divide the dividend and the divisor, and the answer would be the quotient. Key indicators of division include the divide symbol or a slash. One way to divide is to use the subtracting method. You would subtract the divisor from the dividend until you get to 0. However many times you subtracted the divisor from the dividend will be the answer, or the quotient. For example, for 12 divided by 4, you would subtract 4 from 12 3 times, so 3 would be the quotient. Another way to divide is to set up your problem as shown. The dividend goes into the bracket, and the divisor goes on the outside. The first step is to check if the divisor can go into the first digit of the dividend. And in this case, 5 can go into 6. It can go in 1 time, so 5 times 1 will equal 5. And you subtract the first digit minus 5, and you'll get 1. The next step is to drag the next digit of the dividend down, right next to the 1, and you check if 5 can go into 15 again. And in this case, it can go into 15 3 times. 5 times 3 will equal 15, so you subtract 15 minus 15, and you'll get 0. Since there are no digits remaining, the answer will be 13. That's it for this lesson, and thanks for watching.